All right, part two, warning signs. In your manual, you can see warning signs. They're for your own safety and for the safety of others. So you want to be able to understand that you don't necessarily get tickets for some of these things, but they warn you of what's going on. Now, if something warns you of something and you still drive recklessly, well, then you can get a reckless driving ticket. It's not because you missed the sign, it's because of the way you're driving. Okay, but these signs are going to warn you so that you understand, hey, I should slow down, I should take precautions. Okay, they are mostly yellow, but they can be orange, and then they have like a lime green color. Okay, first one here, railroad tracks. It's pretty easy, but at the same time, they're telling you that they're angled, so now you won't be able to just see left and right. Uh, these two signs, the difference is that word exempt. And what that means is that basically any of the vehicles like trucks and buses that have to stop for these normally, because of course they have to cross over and they're really long and they could get hit by a train if they don't stop and check it out to see if it's safe first. They don't have to when it's exempt. So you're probably looking at like an open field or an area where they can see quite a ways, both ways for the track. That's another railroad crossing kind of warning. This is telling you that a stoplight is going to be coming up. Most likely, you're going to see this and this other yellow railroad sign around a curve. So they're telling you as you come around this curve, be careful because you will be coming to a stop. Now, those two signs together, I want to talk about those, but I'm going to hold on to those for a second. Now, here's a deer crossing sign. We probably know about that around here. You know that deer are more likely to cross in this area. Snowmobiles are more likely to cross in an area where you see this. And when we see all four of these, now I'm going to kind of clue you in on all four of these. The physical difference is these two make more of what I would call a house shape. Okay, these are a diamond shape. This one and this one, they have more of the lines. So what that means is there's actually a painted crosswalk on the ground in this area. There is no painted crosswalk on the ground in this area. Painted crosswalk, no painted crosswalk. These two, the house shape should remind us of schoolhouse. So this is a actual school crossing. This is a school zone. Okay, pedestrian crossing. This would be like downtown by the lodge or something like that. This would be just somewhere along here, people are going to cross the road or they could cross the road due to high traffic. This would be like the most extreme situation. If you were to to drive into this while people are present, you would have a problem if a police officer saw that. This would also be a problem because little kids are walking around. But otherwise, you just want to be careful when you see any of these signs that you're be careful of the people around you. Okay. This sign that just popped up above me, that is your slow moving vehicle sign on vehicles that travel at 30 miles or less per hour. So tractors, things like that. And these are kind of basic. A T in the road, 35 miles an hour around the curb. They're warning you to go that slow. They're not telling you you have to. Of course, if you go too fast, slide off the ditch, you'll get a reckless driving ticket. Okay. A split in the road, a four-way intersection, another split, a windy road, two ways of traffic. This is saying there's going to be a division in the middle or beginning of a one-way because you're going to travel on this side of it and they're traveling on that side of it, and the end of a one-way, so you're coming out of that area. And then this would tell you about curves coming up. Many of you have seen something like this. Okay. Then we've got the slippery road, a hill coming up. These two, if you look at these, this is a merging. And this is, yeah, they're merging, but they have their own lane. They're not actually joining the other lane. Okay. This is also kind of a merge. This is how high the bridge is. So you really don't need to worry about that unless you have a high vehicle or, bring home your giraffe from, daycare. Then you've got a narrow bridge. You might want to know about this one, especially if you see a combine coming on the other side, like we can all run into out here in the country. Roundabout, pretty easy. And then all your construction signs. Construction signs are pretty basic. They lay them out pretty easily so that we understand what's going on. Flag person ahead, so there's going to be somebody standing on the road telling you what to do, and there's going to be somebody working on the road. Now, this is an old sign, fines double. Nowadays they just go right up to $300. So again, warning signs, just trying to help you understand so you don't find yourself in a bad situation.